Prophetic Messages from the Lord for the 3rd of November, 2018. And this is a compilation of prophetic messages from various of God's messengers, all consolidated into a format presented to you. Please take every word you hear before the Lord Jesus Christ for confirmation. The Father says, I am pouring out new anointings onto the youth. My spirit is coming to them to bring discernment of what is of me and what is of the enemy. The spirit of deception that has led many adults astray will be commanded to release the grip on the children. They will come forth with clarity and truth for my name's sake. A powerful hunger for the things of my kingdom will shine out from their spirit. Fear will not dwell in them, for they will rise up against the powers of darkness over the land. Seeing the truth and renouncing the deception should be the choice for all my people. You must put on the mind of Christ to know which is right. A man's ways seem right in his own eyes. Therefore he can be easily swayed and led down the wrong path. My spirit is opening the eyes of those that seek me for wisdom and my ways. What you desire will be what is given to you, for good or evil. I have come to give you life, and life more abundantly. Do not think that this has changed because of what you see or believe is happening all around you. This is just the deception of the enemy to cause my people to lose hope. There is nothing happening that I will not answer. My blessings and favor are still moving over all of my creation. You are walking into the best years of your life, not your worst. What you believe and trust in me for is what you will behold. I have always taken care of you even with unseen hands. Disappointments are often my blessings in disguise, for I know what will be good for you and what will cause destruction. In a world of mostly negative reports, choose to look for all of the wonderful things happening around you. For when you do, you will find me. I am breaking through. Let your hope arise. I am releasing laughter to my people this day. My unspeakable joy is going to hit you like a tidal wave. It is time for my bride to know beyond all natural eyes can see that I am their Lord and High Priest. I am still working all things out for beauty. You have nothing to fear and nothing to shake you out of your happiness. I speak life over you. Strangers will look at you and wonder what it is about your life that gives you such peace and the illogical reason to be excited about life. They will see the Christ in you and want to know your secret. I will open many doors for you to show my light. Just be, and I will put the words in your mouth to speak. I am the one who opens a person's heart and mind for my name's sake. You just need to show up and let me work through you. Release yourself from thinking you are alone in what I send you to. New challenges will bring new glory that I desire you to partake in. I choose to bring you alongside me in what I am doing all around you. Do not fear. I will guard you and guide you. People are not rejecting you. They are rejecting me. This is my battle, but you will receive the reward. As you step out, I will reveal more and more wonders of my kingdom. I will light you with a fire that will never burn out. You can't receive what you are not asking for. I already know what you desire and need. Come and lay your petitions before me. I will not chase you away. My love envelopes you this very day. There is nothing that I will withhold from those that walk uprightly. I clothe you in the very best, and spare no expense in the plans I have spoken over your life. Laughter and celebration are your portion. The sun will rise yet again, and my glory will fill your atmosphere. Feel the shifting and shaking. You are walking on a path your eyes have never seen before. Tarry until the morning. I will be with you. Do not let your eyes gaze upon what is behind you. My wind is blowing all around you. Do not struggle, but let my momentum push you forward. for the land all around you is changing this very day. Let go and let me carry all of your burdens. I know the beginning to the end. Nothing is out of my reach or understanding. You are covered and protected by my love. Desire only to hear my voice, for new assignments and instructions are coming with celebration from my throne. The time of waiting is over. The harvest fields are made ready, for the land is fertile where you will go. Your hands will not see waste, but prosperity will be your expected norm. There are many who speak against, with hearts of great disbelief. They do not fathom a God that would want his children to be without lack. They point blame for all that has gone wrong in their life. See beyond the noise and find the truth in my voice. The enemy is a finite being. He is limited in all ways. Do not give him more power than is possible for him to ascertain. Understand that he is in fear of the Christ in you. You have had the keys all along, but you must be diligent to watch and act. My people are giving him footholds into their life. Let me guide you as to how to shut down his effect over your life. I am calling my bride to take the land without hesitation. Do not let the world mold you into its image. I have separated you unto myself. You carry my image and likeness wherever you go. Use the power you possess, for I will be with you when you step out by my leading. You are not wrestling with flesh, but with the principalities of darkness. Do not be afraid, for I have already given you the victory. My angels have already blown the trumpets. It is time to walk into a new era for my people. Jericho did not fall with merely one pass around the wall. My people were promised victory, but they first had to follow my voice with precision. There are many walls that you need a solution for. I am not silent nor absent to your cries. My spirit has given you the instruction to the smallest details. Preparation comes before action. Rushing in before knowing what you are truly facing will hinder your success. The wisdom of man is limited. Pull down my wisdom and look at the situation beyond what you find in the natural. Too many are forgetting that you are not just subject to the natural realm. I have not denied you access into the spiritual realm. Take up your rod and staff. Do not be afraid. I will walk you through territories that are foreign to you. I will show you what has been hidden. Understand that victory is often won in the spiritual realm first. Jericho fell because the spiritual atmosphere shifted. Will my people become daily prayer warriors? You are not just flesh and bones. I breathe a spirit inside of you that does not operate in the natural world. Your spirit is fused with my spirit. Do you see? You already possess my essence from your very core being. Why are you searching to and fro when what you need is already within you? Joshua needed the ark to be carried into battle. The cross changed everything for you. You are the vessel that carries my presence. Stand up and come forth. Do not stay in that pit for one more minute, for my presence is before you right now. I am handing you the keys of authority to walk through doors that are closed to you. But I have a surprise for you. The walls will fall before you ever reach the door. Do not consider yourself a victim of circumstance for one more second. Look down at your wrist. The chains were only an illusion. You have been free all along. Come, co-create a beautiful life with me by your side. I am not finished with you yet. Sometimes people fail to see that they have left the valley and are on their way up to the mountaintop. Their thoughts and actions remain unchanged despite everything else shifting. New challenges are met with old mindsets and prove to be unfruitful in their endeavors. History continues to repeat itself. Whether you came from a family that let you down time and time again, or were passed up for a big opportunity, know that I am your Lord and I will right the wrongs. This may not look the way you envisioned, but I will indeed make things whole and full as I desire for you to walk in. Do not get hung up in what you think you missed out on, for I will bring you better in due season. But you have to allow the better in to replace what was lacking. I see everything you have been faced with. I see you in your alone moments where no one else is allowed to enter. I know the truth behind the brave front, and I can even answer the prayers you thought were unlikely to ever come true. Dare to step out on that ledge with the plea to my throne room? You are at a time where I will answer quickly and swiftly, for yes and amen is your portion. I can move the heart of the most hardened of minds. I will renew even the most damaged of relationships for my glory and honor. A new level of purity is coming over the land. My people will learn to love with the heart and mind of Christ. Put down the weapons you have against one another. Choose to see people as the new creation I am molding them into. No one has arrived yet. Allow me to continue the good work I am doing in and through you, for your days will be bright. When you begin to see yourself how I see you, then you truly will be unstoppable. The enemy wants to cover your eyes to the truth and remind you of the past over and over. When you lend an ear to those illegitimate voices, you will stumble and fall. Speak life into all matters, and you will watch what was not become so in my name alone. I have called you to live, and live a life of full abundance. It is true that you cannot do much about the past, but if I am your Lord, the outcome and blessing will still lie in your future. Man's eyes focus on the current moment, but I see the past, present, and future all at the same time. I am writing your days even as you experience them in your now. I want you to keep moving forward, and do not give into the temptation to grow negative emotions in your heart and mind. Let me deal with that issue instead of letting it consume all of your energy and resources. Keep love in your heart, and the enemy will lose at every turn you make. It will not matter what traps he sets, because you will know that rising above the adversity will allow the victory. I am your scorekeeper and a hand of justice. Choose not to act out of the wounds yet to be healed. I will heal every wound, no matter how deep or costly. Allow me the access to even the most painful memories. I created you with so many talents, gifts, and desires. Not one will I deny you, for a life that flourishes around those special attributes is my blessing to you. Explore deeper into yourself. Just like a priceless treasure chest lying at the bottom of the ocean, there is so much to discover. Not everything is on the surface so easily seen. Many are buried deep inside, waiting for you to unlock. Come closer so that I may give you the keys to explore the more that I have for you this very day. You have tried repeatedly to open new doors with old keys. Today, see the new keys raining down all along your path. I say you are surely qualified and ready to go. You have had many trusted people walk away from you as disbelief filled their hearts and mind concerning your position in me. Arise in confidence. My hand is moving heavily over you, and what I have placed inside of you is about to come out for all to see. Walk forward with authority, and do not concern yourself with those left on the sidelines. Not everyone will continue on with your journey. New territories equal new training. Listen to my leading and direction on what is for now and what will be later down the road. When the doors swing open, assurance will radiate from your spirit so brightly that even your strongest opposition will take notice. Do not become overwhelmed at the rapid shift and change that sweeps over your life. I have taken into account all that you will need in this hour. If I have brought you to it, I will take you through it. Enjoy the journey before you, even if not every moment is what you expected. I have been setting you up for a great increase in multiple areas. Sometimes to reach these points, you have to experience parts that you would rather not touch your life. All is used for good even when it does not look promising in a moment. Watch the beauty take shape into the far reaches on your life. You will be glad that you took this path, and rewards await you just on the other side. Goliath represented a spiritual enemy and a natural enemy to my people. Many thought it was ridiculous that a mere boy was sent in to deal with the problem. My hand led David through every battle during his whole life. I gave him challenges that enabled him to have the courage to confront the giants of their day. David used what he had in his hands, the same tool he had practiced with for years with great proficiency. So too will you do also. Just like David, I have led you through many twisted roads during the becoming of who you are today. You are ready to conquer the next big giant set before your path. Too many of my people are hoping that I will send someone else, but I have been training you. Many see the giants all around and have time to complain, but decide to ignore the prodding from my spirit. You ask me to be your Lord and Savior. You are redeemed and restored. I desire to use you to set others free from all that oppresses them. Will you step up and heed my voice in calling? I will be with you wherever I send you. My angels stand ready to assure your victory. There is nothing that you go through that I will not use for my glory and blessing unto you. Let your worship be your daily heart's incense. For just like David, my power will fully fall upon you through your praise and worship. Heaven will open, and you will step into my glory realm. All things are possible, for it is the Christ in you, the hope of glory. Where I send you out to, you will surely destroy the giants. Lift up your hands in full uninhibited worship unto me. Understand that it is your worship that disrupts the forces of darkness. Your breakthrough is right behind the wall that your praises will destroy. Your hard moments will cease in more ways than you realize when you abandon yourself to worship. Let the frequency of heaven shift and adjust all that you are petitioning heaven for in this hour. Focus on the one who has the power to change your situation. Many are fighting full-on wars by themselves. I have never called you to do this. Come closer. I will give you the tools and the strategy to handle each and every issue completely. I am with you always, not just when you actually call upon me. I have not left your side, and I have no plans on doing such. What you ask for is what I will move towards. Even on days that you feel utterly lost, you are not. My peace does not leave you. Just pick it back up when it seems to slip through your grasp. The enemy wants you to spin about this and that. There are no chains that can hold my children. It is just merely an illusion. You are free, so walk your day in this truth. It does not matter what that report looks like. Nothing can touch what I have denied access to. Clean your house so that the enemy cannot gain a foothold in your life. Turn away from what is not good for your soul, mind, and heart. You are no longer of this world. What does not bring glory and honor will become a stumbling block at some point. Watch your gateways. Let me show you what I desire for your life. Listen to my leading and learn to control your fleshy desires before they control you. You were made to be my beacon on a hill. Seek my face and you will find your answers. The spirits of anger and offense are running rampant all around. I say, be a people who will not succumb to these emotions regardless of the cause. The enemy of your soul is counting on you, dropping your peace, and chase after illegitimate causes. Causes based on lies will only serve the agenda of the enemy. Ask for discernment to know when people are untruthful and stirring waters that should be calm. For a heart and mind that have open gateways to all voices will surely be deceived. Many lies are coming against my true and faithful servants. Be sure that you are not coming against who I have already declared as mine. You must take time to sit at my feet. Do not run into rash actions and wrong decisions. I will tell you what to speak for and what to speak against. I am not a deceived God, and I will not misdirect my sheep. This is your key to authority, and I will tell you how to handle the issue. Understand that what I speak to you will go against your instinct and logic oftentimes. Not all fights are hand-to-hand combat. Look to the spirit realm, for complete victory awaits you there. Look for the hour of redemption and restoration. It is coming swiftly to those that call upon my name. Stand and walk holding my hand. I will protect you from all weapons, even from people you counted as friends. You are living in a world of people with open gateways to voices that claim to be mine. Ask me to close all gateways to your mind and soul that are not of my goodness. I will show you where you are stumbling and how to keep protected from the darkness. I will show you the way. Be mindful of the beliefs that you carry, which causes you to speak against my plans in your life. Many have thrown up their hands to decide not to finish the blueprints of destiny over their life. They would rather believe in no hope for the world so that they may have justification to give up. I will give you what you seek. To those asking to go home to heaven so strongly that you are disrupting the purpose of the bride here on earth, I will no longer allow you to be a thorn in her side. I will silence your influence to those busy for my name's sake. The harvest is indeed great, but there are few laborers willing to plow, sow, and reap for the harvest of souls. Selfish are you, and I will allow your words to cast you onto the sidelines of life, to no longer benefit in what is sown by those willing to put in the challenging work of the kingdom. I will not allow your daily criticisms to even hit the ears of those doing my business in the world. I call you nullified for the rest of your wicked days. Come and repent before my throne before you permanently seal your own fate. I am not finished with my plans for humanity. I do not fulfill the logic of men. No matter how many beliefs they shout, saying that I am going to do this or that, I have yet to take orders from mankind. Ask me to open your spiritual eyes and ears, for your heart needs to receive my love for all. I created you with greatness for this time in history. You have a choice to join in or miss out. I have given you the ability to see the enemy's schemes all around you. I have instructed you how to defeat him, but yet you are still staring at that scorpion on the floor like it will hurt you. To grow your spiritual muscles and gifts, you must be willing to step out and act. You are no longer children living off of the milk. How you see yourself will dictate how you respond to all that is going on around you. I am with you always. I have not moved from your side. I protect you from the threats near and far. So stand and do your part. Come out from hiding. There is nothing that you face where you will not rise above if you choose. Yes, you do indeed have a choice here. You can let the tides of life swallow you whole, or decide to start swimming, gliding over the water's surface. If you need a surfboard, I will surely provide one. I will make you invisible to even the sharks circling the depths. Have I not promised to hide you under my wings? Stop thinking the battles you fight are unfair. You are already on the winning side. There is no question or compromise in what I am telling you. I will show you a secret. When you enter into prayer with me, the enemy can no longer see you. As you enter into my presence, no darkness exists. You are safe in my arms. I will give you the strategies to walk around the next landmine. My army is at your disposal. Command with power all that you need to come down from heaven. Your tongue does surely have the power to break all of the forces rising against you. My people are experiencing higher levels of chaos walking into these next few weeks. The enemy is trying to rattle you into having more conflicts and struggles than normal. Look up and pay the noise no mind. The wind will cease when you do so. Transition times are coming to an end and new roads will be traveled upon. Keep your focus on where I am taking you. I am removing the religious minds around you that have felt welcome to give their opinion about your call in me. This would be marked by a stomping off by these people as you refuse to be swayed by their words. For you to flow freely, you will need to have dead weights and dead mindsets lifted off of your shoulders. You may be tempted to hang on to these relationships, but I say to you that your future will be heavily impacted if you keep these people in your confidences and trust. Someone may say that they follow me, but not truly be a follower of mine. See through the religious rhetoric to know who really walks in my light and who is just getting by. The Pharisees and Sadducees knew the texts and laws, but not my heart. Being a well-read person does not overshadow having an intimate relationship with the author. For my spirit gives revelation with understanding to the mysteries contained within. Many who thought that they were in my inner circle will find out that their pride will leave them out in the cold. Many who thought they were an outsider in my kingdom purposes will discover they were standing right next to me the whole time. Perception is everything. For what you believe is what you act upon. Choose to see and believe that you are mine. Put away childish notions. See yourself as who you really are. Royal sons and daughters. You are my beautiful child who has the brightest path ahead. Do not soil your royal garments is the business of daily life. You are called for more. Capture the moments of your todays with grace in mind. My people need to grasp the understanding of what grace is and what it is not. Grace fills in your shortcomings and allows you to reach heights and exploits that are not available to you within the human abilities. It allows you to reach potentials that only by my voice and hand can you obtain. It guards you from living in the less than mentality that the sin curse once placed on your soul. You are not carrying around the baggage of mistakes and failures of days long gone by, unless you choose that lifestyle. The cross and resurrection set you free. My grace is what heals your very soul so that you will no longer stumble in the familiar snares of the enemy. Grace understands that I, the Lord your God, will create in you a new heart that is pure as gold. As you fellowship with me, you will continue to be transformed from glory to glory. This is not a one-time process, but an example of the beauty that I am doing in and through you all of your days on earth. I will mold your desires to be an echo to my heart of desires and will for your life. What was covered and hidden will be open like a treasure chest preserved at the depths of the ocean for this time in your life. You are made for more, and made for all I have designed over you since the foundations. I have left nothing off of the table. You are only limited by what you believe and what have trusted in me for. I am not waiting for you to find some way to be qualified. I take those completely unable and make them fully equipped and ready to go. Do not expect your experience to be like those around you. You are a unique individual, not a carbon copy. I will fashion you to a perfect fit, and you will be a blessing to all that you interact with. I call you highly favored and worthy of my kingdom. Like a master chess player, I am positioning my called and chosen. Kingdom clashes with kingdoms. Change is in the air. What are you in search of? Dig deeper to what I have for you to encounter in this hour. Many give up the random desires, thinking this is not connected to the greater in my kingdom. They believe a lie that I would not call them or anoint them with anything above the ordinary. I know what you will ask for, and I know what you will shy away from. Understand that both requests came from me as seeds planted in your heart. Stop thinking that desires are all out of evil motives. I created you with my very imagination. I called you good, and I placed inside of you the blueprints to your complete destiny. You are selfish for not wanting more in my kingdom, despite others thinking you are one of pride. Let the logic of men fall to the ground, never to be picked up again. I have mighty rivers flowing all around you. I alone will equip those ready for a life unimaginable. I am not asking for the approval of those around you. I will flow in and through you even when the sun does not shine or when the meadow is in full bloom. Let me have my way. Trust that I can do all that I designed you to do for the rest of your days. It is not by your own strength that you are carried. Will you say yes to the extraordinary, unexplainable journey before you? You are my beacon on a hill. I have never desired for you to walk this life alone. Many are lonely and wounded from years of reaching out, only to find arms that were closed. I am rearranging things in the hearts and mind of the lonely. I am bringing my people to a place in me where all will feel welcome and be a people about other people. I am about people, so too must my bride. I am putting an end to the mindset of those who would rather look away at someone in need. I will compel my people to reach out to those in lack. Be of my kingdom, for what you do unto others, you are doing unto me. I will bring a great harvest to those who will place good seed in this fertile soil. You will see your lives flourish as you help other people flourish. You have much to give through your time and gifts to a broken world. If you need more, ask for more. My storehouses are overflowing and waiting for you to command full manifestation of a need into the natural realm. Do you think I would leave your prayers and petitions as empty promises on a piece of tattered paper? When you pray into my will, you will see rapid results and fire fall to your utterance. I will place great things in the empty hands of those who seek me. Just as I multiplied the loaves and fishes, so too will what you plant into these lives being multiplied beyond the mind's comprehension. Will you be a people that desires to know my heart for this world? Partake in the glory that I am raining onto the earth this hour. For what I say I will do, I will surely do for all those that have ears to hear and eyes to see. A new level of healing will be established that is far beyond what you have witnessed thus far. For I am a God of restoration and renewal to all of my creation. Just like a hurricane spins in a circle, so too are you in this moment spinning, but not for the reasons that you thought. A hurricane spins and builds momentum as it moves. This is what I am bringing into your existence. A force that can move through anything in your path. You are gaining more understanding and strength with each spin around areas of your life. You are developing a faith that breaks down any door of resistance that would lock you out of my best. My designed purpose in your life will allow you to glide over issues and walk into the promised land in every situation you encounter. Be a people who can move with my winds and allow me to send you where I desire to position you. I have given you great influence in territories I have sent you to. You will do great and wonderful exploits as you rely on my voice to lead you. Just as the hurricane has an eye where there is complete calm and stillness, so too do I want you to remain in the flow of my calmness that I freely give to you. There is nothing that can happen to you that is outside of my reach and grasp over you. I know what will happen and what I have aligned in response for your day. I am not alarmed, so you do not need to be either. All will be revealed soon. I will never leave you without answers or send you to live in confusion and chaos. These are merely tricks and diversions from the enemy. See beyond the fog, and you will know that all is well even in the darkest moments. I designed you to walk on water always. I will not let you sink now. One day you will see the full picture and rejoice at all the seen and unseen ways that I protected and watched over you. I call you my beloved sons and daughters. Nothing good will I withhold from you. Many decide to let life pull them here and there. They believe that life is composed of nothing more than a stale routine with little gratification. I have not created clones or copycats. You have my unique thumbprints over your life. Decide to be a people who make on purpose decisions and who will not just merely follow what the crowd is doing. Life is what you choose to let it become. It does not matter what has come against you or what forces desire your demise. You were bought with a price, and yet freedom is handed back to the enemy through daily actions. Living a life out of sin and flesh destroys. Shackled hands and feet do no one any good. I never intended you to just get by. Renew your mind daily. Place at my throne all that failed from the day before and just watch what I do with those ashes. Do not delay in dealing with what is bringing you shame. Letting something fester does the soul more harm. People will tell you that I am chronically looking at sin. Does it seem reasonable that this would be my choice after the cross? Live blanketed by my glory and love. Make up your mind never to let the ins and outs of daily life strip you of what is rightfully yours. Settle the accounts with others. Choose to love even those who hate. I have greater for you, so continue to focus on what is good and lovely. My kingdom is on earth now. Power is now. Forgiveness is now. Freedom is now. My power is all around. In what you touch, feel, see, hear, and imagine. You are never at a place where you cannot draw from my power in every circumstance that you face. When you command something to shift, it most certainly will in my name. Come boldly and with authority in your voice. You are called to rule and reign with me. This is your portion to walk out your days in. Religion will look to limit and bind what I will do through you. I have placed no boundary on how high or far you can go for my name's sake. You are not qualified through what you have done right or wrong in your own efforts and works. I am the one who called you good, and I will be the final say over your life. Jonah tried to walk away from the call on his life. Do you think you would be more successful in leaving or in watching me doing amazing exploits in and through you? Release the doubts and what ifs. Others will fill your head with fears that haven't even manifested and never will. I already know what you will encounter. I am all you need when you walk the road less traveled. I will not send you out where I have not fully prepared you for. Don't go by feelings, as you will never feel truly ready, but I know what I am doing. Embrace a path led by my hand and voice. New rivers are flowing in and through you. This is a season where the familiar makes way for the unfamiliar, and how I would not only speak to you, but work through you. You are a butterfly set free in ways that you didn't even know you were bound. It is time to see more of my kingdom. It is time for you to experience all that I have done for you. No longer are you restricted in a body that would not allow you to soar to limitless potential. My power and presence is available to all to be up close and personal. Many have heard stories from others, but have wondered if any of this is real or obtainable upon them. I am bringing new things to the earth realm in this season. I say to you this day that if you ask me, I will show up in the fullness of who I am. I will come to all who call upon my name. If you believe, then you will receive. What was demonstrated in the Bible was just a mere idea of what I can do. The best is yet to come. The awakening of my bride is upon this generation. I will have my voice heard and my will known down to the smallest of details. Those who have lost hope will find my spirit fall upon them so strongly that there will leave no room left for doubt in their life. I am not a far-off God, nor one that does not take great care in the concerns of my people. Understand that the naysayers will also get louder in their opposition. Do not feel you have to answer those who would choose not to accept or believe in me. Your only requirement is to praise and worship, for in doing so, your heart is shifted into perfect alignment with my purposes. I will launch many of you into new assignments that will draw upon the new gifts that are emerging from deep inside of you, even in this hour. The stirring of my spirit is already causing my chosen to know that something mighty is coming forth. There is a 7-year repayment coming to those that have stood and held on to the promises. Many have told you to give up and believe that I would not come through after all. You did not stray from the faith or calling, even in the darkest of hours. The angels sing over you this day, for blessed and highly favored are you to be called. There is no storm that will rob you of what I will bestow upon you during this time. What is yours has already been sent out from heaven. Get ready, for the shaking and shifting is breaking chains off and releasing restoration and overflowing abundance. There will be no room that can contain what is happening. Do you see? Do you feel? The hour of great shifting and sifting is upon my people. Stand brave, for even in the shaking, I am pouring out an atmosphere of peace that will blink it all. What would not move from the dark will suddenly dissipate. What was holding you back will suddenly let go. The prayers you have sent up will come back down with long-awaited answers. What you have sown in tears will be given back to you in fresh purpose. What was thought of as a denial will now be released to you. You are on a new playing field. Did you hear that? Forget the former and embrace the amazing changes that are taking place. You have endured a long season of disappointments and setbacks. Do not take this into what I am bringing before you in this season. Do not waste one more moment thinking about what you wish was different about the past. Now is your time to walk in the fields of gold. I will redeem what was lost to you in time. Just hold onto my promises until you receive. I have molded you into a finely equipped warrior. You have grown immensely through the difficult times. You did not break, and you are still standing firm. I am pulling you back like a master archer pulls back an arrow, ready to launch at the target. Do not be alarmed when you feel as if you are stepping backwards. Soon you will be propelled forward at great speeds. You are prepared for all that lies ahead of you. I have many wonderful surprises in store for you. I will make a believer out of you, for my goodness towards you will not be denied any longer. You will understand the journey that you have been on. All of the puzzle pieces will align into a beautiful piece of art. Even your loudest whys will now make perfect sense. You are my precious and beloved. Ignore those screaming gloom and doom. I am on the throne forever. I decided what is and what is to come. If I say your best years are ahead of you, then this is your portion and your truth. You are my child, and you will walk as my child. You will overcome every wile of the devil and every weakness of your flesh. Everyone who sees you will know you are the child of my heart. What I will do through my children will rock both realms. You will take all the fight out of the enemy where you stand. The adversary roars, but you will not be devoured. When he looks for you, he will find a wall and a high tower. Wars do not make one great. Nobility does. And that is standing before me as I stood before my Father, belonging, being in one accord, in heart and mind. That is life, and that is power. It is in your obedience that you will see healing, walk in healing, procure healing, administer healing, declare healing. It was in my obedience that life was given to you. And it is in giving and receiving that same honor you will live and move and have your being. You began your life on the palm of my hand, and that is where you will live it. You were taken from the dust of the earth, but that is not where your life comes from. You were conceived in my heart and created in my presence, and that is where your heart will always desire to remain. The faith you find so elusive to have and to hold is of me, and that is why you struggle so with yourself. To have and to hold my deep and unknowable love is how your faith lives. Come, find it in my presence. Do not fear what's beyond your narrow road, and do not fear to make your difficult choices. If you knew what lies ahead of the narrow place you are in, your heart would leap with joy within you. My response to the faith I build in you right now is faithfulness to my promises. I will lead you by your choices, and you will love me by them. This is the strongest walk you can have. That my love be your every choice and guide your every step. For I am always there. Those whom I have established will not be moved in the days to come. Though many will be shaken to their core in much warfare, not so my children. Their hearts will be protected. Your blessing will come suddenly, and will be so great it will glorify me openly. Having the faith to receive did not come to you suddenly, but because of it, your life glorifies me openly. Trust is your open door to receiving what I have for you. It is also the pillow you rest your head upon, the oil in your lamp in the midnight hour, and your hope renewed each morning. I have you in the palm of my hand each moment, and I will bring you to your appointed hour as I glorify you. I've got this covered. I am not mistaken in you. You are making plans in your mind to receive the provision I have promised you, but don't bother. You will not be able to contain it. You will drink from a well that never runs dry. You will live on the revelation of the word I give you. You will live my life so that gone will be the limitations of your life. It will come as no surprise to you when you see my promise to you fulfilled. It will come to pass. It is what I have purchased for you to have, and what your faith has called a fact. Stop waiting for it and start counting on it. This is what my presence has done in you, and the truth that is within you will be spoken under a very great and heavy anointing. It will cut through man's suffering and destroy every vain imagination ever dreamed. The power of it will strike the yoke, binding everyone who hears you speak. Etiquette and protocol won't stand in its way as it cuts between the marrow and the bone, which is the very life and strength a person stands in. The truth will separate the hearers from their weaknesses so that they may stand. It will change the course and direction of their life. I will take them out as they cry out, and they won't recognize the strength they will walk in. Do not perimeter my power by how you walk. Do not be afraid of feeling powerless. I have relieved you of your powerlessness and given you my strength. The depth of your surrender is the depth of your strength. This is to say, you no longer go in your own strength, for as you are hidden in me, you are sealed. You no longer go at all. You remain. This is the day I do a new thing. It is not known by any man, so how could you know what to do next? What it will look like, how to go about it, or how it will ever be accomplished. In total surrender, you are not at odds with me or what I am doing. You are more like putty in my hands. This is when you will see the greatest breakthrough you could ever imagine. For what you will see next is totally in my hands. I am not powerless. And now I have a powerful tool in my hand as I have your full agreement. And my strength, you will take back the land. I cannot fill a vessel until it is empty. And so everything must be given to me that it be hidden in me. A lighthouse shines its light, no matter how many ships are in the mist. You are never alone. I am never early, and I am never late. I am Yerhaya. I am omnipresent, the ever-existing one. I have always been, and I will always be. All of creation, anything and everything that has ever been created exists inside of me. Outside of me, there is nothing that is created. The veil was parted because of my sacrifice, but very soon it would be completely lifted. And those whose lives are completely surrendered to me, those who abide deeply within me, they would know as I know, and their spiritual eyes will be completely open. There is just a moment of time as you know it before I will bring back the first fruits of my creation into harmony with me. As the culmination of all things commences. So what I am saying is that you who have given me your lives, your hearts, your everything, and have accepted me as your King and Messiah, you rule and reign already with me in my kingdom. You are my co-heirs, my friends, my sons, my daughters, because this is truth. This means we are never apart. You in me, I in you. We are one. Because we are one and never separate. Regardless of what I ask of you, it matters not the external circumstances you are placed in. In the outermost parts of the universe, I am there. In the deepest depths of the earth and sea, I am there. Out to the farthest galaxy known to man, I am there. I am. You were fashioned and purposed for a very important reason, each of you with your own set of tasks that make up the design I have for your lives. Each and every one of my children has a purpose. You came to this earth to fulfill this purpose. My blueprint is literally in your blood, your DNA, and is a blueprint for your life and how I desire it to complete that purpose here. All of the puzzle pieces coming together perfectly. A piece of clay does not question the potter, but rather submits to the molding and refining of its artist. It is no different with you, except in a moment that is coming more quickly than you would think. The revelation of my imminent return will be your reality. It is enough for you to abide in me during the time span that you have been placed within. This time space constraint and simply obey and trust as my Holy Spirit leads. I am enough. When you see outside of this realm with my eyes and not the extremely limited senses here on earth, your eyes begin to open to a reality so much greater than what you have realized during your journey here. It matters not where you have been sent to do the work of your Father, as all belongs to me. Again, when you are in me, we are never separate. Therefore, location is not a concern. It simply is a very temporary part of your journey, but an integral one as far as your spiritual maturity is concerned. When I bring you from this life to the afterlife, you will continue to spend eternity growing into maturity with me, as I am ever expanding in my heart and in my love for my creation. All was created out of love, and love will never end. You will come deeper and deeper into intimacy with your Father when you leave here, no longer held by the confines of this limited existence. One of the most important reasons you are here is to take your authority in me while here, claiming my power and decreeing my words. Because as you do so, paradigms are shifting. You are sent as extensions of your Father here, to shift the frequency of this realm higher, the end result being all of creation coming back into harmony with its Creator, as I make all things new. I will strip the earth of the curse it has been under, and restore it back to its original state. Your stay here is much more temporary and shorter than what you realize. Now, to address your concerns, I have promised you that I will pour out in these last days absolutely all that you will need to sustain and to rise even higher in me, as I know how dark it has become. Because I am allowing this, I have warned you thoroughly about how all that is good will be called evil, and evil good. I have warned that much of what is written in my word will come to pass in this generation before I come for you. It is now here, yes, but I have not left you, and you are equipped with all you need. You are trained, and you are walking in my power and authority. So stand. Is there anything too hard for me? Speak boldly and proclaim that the King of Kings is coming to redeem the earth from its curse. And I am bringing to myself my people as they have obeyed and trusted me at great cost. You have the keys of my kingdom. I have given them to you, and you must use them. Those keys hold the answers you are seeking, and will bring you into a higher level of understanding of what is occurring, as well as open the door that is before you. I have given you keys because you must have them now for all that is happening. This is very important now, my bride. I have spoken of this open door and how it is now time to enter in. You hold the keys to this. I await you. It is easier than you think. Do not make this complicated for yourselves. It is a matter of occupying. Come to me and ask my Holy Spirit to reveal to you if there are areas of your lives where you are being held back. Boldly proclaiming my word each day in your lives opens gateways and unlocks revelation as truth becomes established here, dispelling the darkness. This must be done constantly, declaring truth at all times, standing your ground, being rooted in me and my word, never wavering, unmovable, unshakable. This is everything. You and me are able to wield a power this world has never seen since I walked the earth. Claim this power as this is claiming me. I continue to tell you that if you are not grounded in me, you will be swept away at what is now here. The intensity of the darkness and the propelling force behind the wicked motives of the evil one will catch many off guard. And sadly, they will fall into deception. There are not only more storms of natural disasters coming, but fire, invasion, civil unrest, disease, drought, and famine. It is coming so quickly now, my loves. Be not afraid, for I have made a way for you, and you will not be caught in the snares. Keep your eyes heavenward. I am coming, and yes, sooner than you would believe. I love you with an everlasting love. The scripture speaks for itself. To those who have ears to hear what I have been saying and warning for some time now, judgment is no longer at the door, it is here. It has come, and what has been set in motion will not be stopped. This is the beginning of the end. This once beautiful nation of America will fall, and her fall will be great. For I tell you, I will bring her to her knees in only an hour. I will make a spectacle, an example of her for her fornication and her idolatry. She has polluted all that I so freely gave to her, and she will pay a heavy price. The darkness grows even greater, just as I said it would. But my bride knows she's protected and is being called upon to operate in an authority now much more forcefully. The suddenlies are here, and you must not ever hesitate in using your sword of the Spirit, my holy word, against all the evil which hates you and now surrounds you, only desiring your death. I have taught you all you need to know. You walk in my power and authority, and you are required to wield this boldly. Many things will happen so very quickly now, as I have spoken before. It will be too late then to think about your response. When you are fully surrendered and my word is written on your hearts, you will constantly respond with my words, which carry the power of life over death. And this you will speak everywhere I send you. With my presence in and through you, darkness must flee. Just as with a woman in travail, ready to give birth, so will these judgments follow, one after another, closer and closer together, and with more intensity. Did I not tell you this was to be so? Much is now here. You have seen this already. Storms of even greater magnitude will follow those you have already witnessed. There will be fire from above. Famine will increase in the lands, and disease will follow. Your enemies will invade when you least expect it, taking advantage of your weakness. You will see much. Focus intensely on me and nothing else, for all else is passing away. Tomorrow will not be the same as yesterday or today. It comes so quickly now, my loves. Be ready. Keep close to my heart, and all will be well with you. I will use you mightily amidst the storm that is here. Rejoice, for your King is coming. There are those in your world who speak of being enlightened, but they are teaching only darkness. I am the light of the world. Only those who know me can be truly enlightened. My light fills you from the inside out. Be careful that you are not deceived, my children, for there is much that appears as light in your world that contains only darkness. Keep your walk pure. Seek only my light to light your way, or you will be misled. There are many who claim to speak in my name who are not speaking my words. They do not speak for me, yet many who do not truly know me believe them. You are called to know me. My sheep hear my voice, and another voice they will not follow. I have warned you, many will come in my name who are not me, but you must discern my children. If you know me, you will know my voice. Be careful you are not deceived in this time. Do not dwell in darkness. I have told you how to overcome. I have told you how to know me. Be still. Quiet your soul, so you may hear the voice of my spirit. I am speaking to so many of my children right now, and so few are hearing me. I desire to answer your questions and bring you peace in this chaotic season. I desire to express my love to you, that you may know how much I truly love you and want you to walk with me. I have instruction for you for this season, guidance for how you can walk peaceably through it, but you cannot hear me over the clamor in your soul. I desire my children would learn to quiet their earthly minds, that they may hear me. I desire to tell you of the things you ask of me, but you have not made the way for my answer to get to you. Meditate on my peace, on my word, that my voice may come through to you. Search your mind and heart for the things that do not please me. Search your life for activities that are not in line with my holy word. Why have you not relinquished those things you know I do not approve? Why do you cling to your sins? Why do you think I turn a blind eye when I do not? The enemy deceives you into thinking your sins do not matter, that I see them not, that you will not pay a price. But this is folly, my children, pure folly. Cleanse your life of these wicked sins and be completely mine. Every sin puts you in agreement with the one who hates you and wishes your destruction. Why do you think I approve these things? My word is clear. Your sin makes you his slave, and you cannot serve two masters. Either be mine or be his. But do not be lukewarm. To be lukewarm is a place of no power and no conviction. I have offered you freedom, but you remain in bonds. I cannot bless what is not of me. There are days coming when men will be desperate for any guidance on what to do. The enemy knows these days are coming and has already devised ways to misguide many who do not know me. The price for following me in that time will be death, and many will not be willing to risk even considering my way. But my way leads to life everlasting. The enemy will try many methods of disguising his way and making it appear right. But wrong can never be right. Look closely and be not deceived. Eternal perspective. In times coming, what will be most important is eternal perspective. So constant choices will need to be made. Do you accept temporary comforts, temporary food, temporary peace? Or do you accept and follow me, knowing you will die for choosing this way? Choosing me will cost you your earthly life, but lead you into your eternal one. If you keep your thoughts on the eternal in those times, you will make your way home in heaven with me. I desire my children would remain calm in what is coming. Your calm is the outward evidence to others of your faith and trust in me. If you believe what I have told you, you will not fear, but walk forward in strict obedience. You will walk as I have instructed you. You will witness of my great name, my word, my ways. You will tell others how to find me and know me. You will set your face like a flint, as my son did on his way to the cross. You will not waver, but finish the race with courage and tenacity. My children, I am with you every step of this journey. You will face hard times, yes. You will face fearful sights, that is true, as I have told you. You will face death for telling others of me, as my son faced death for something he did not do for you. Set your faces now and prepare. Set your houses in order and be ready to go at any time. Many of you will not face these things, for I will take you beforehand. But I desire you would be willing. I desire you would be willing to lay all down from my name for your belief in my Son. Set your faces and do not fear anything man can do to you. My children, a different mindset will be required to survive the coming times than what you walked in now. Now you are focused on what is ahead. Then you will need to be more aware of what is happening with every passing minute. Your mind cannot comprehend the many dangers that will abound then and how quickly they will happen, one after another, after another. The enemy will try to catch you off guard to destroy you, but if you will begin to focus more on me now, I can guide you every minute then. You are well able to walk through those coming days, as I have chosen you and prepared you for it. If you will obey me, all will be well. It is not recess, but many of my children have gone out to play. I have called you to do a work for me, but you are playing in the world, concerned only with your own pursuits. I have called you to stand at your post and be part of my kingdom plan, but you refuse me. You think there is still time to play and do all your desire. My children, there is now no more time for play. Dire events will happen very suddenly, and then it will be too late for you to prepare by being in my presence. It will be too late for you to answer my call to do the work that is now set before you. How will you answer why you did not come and do the work? What will you say? You say you do not know how to do the work, but I will lead and guide you. You must step into the work and be willing, and thus far you have not. This is a serious matter indeed. I require all my children rend their hearts and will to me to be used for my kingdom work. But your heart is still the world's. Which will you choose? Will you do your own will, or will you choose mine? You must choose each day. Accidents and disasters will take place when those I have assigned refuse to do my will. I will hold you accountable. I gave you dominion over the world you live in, but you are not taking dominion. You neglect it as you run out to play. Because of this, many will not be where they are assigned to be when events come and shall be destroyed. The enemy is calling you out to play. I am calling you to work, but you are following the piper who calls playtime. Because you have attuned yourself to hear the enemy and not me, you will be in the wrong place. Because you have not kept your post, the covering I have assigned will be lacking, and many who should not be taken yet will be taken. I will hold you accountable for this. My body should work like a well-oiled machine, but when my children disobey, this is not so. As more play, others are distracted and stop working. My children, do you still not recognize the enemy's hand at work in your lives? Do you still not understand the value of the work I have called you to? A soldier must not leave his post, as one soldier can allow an entire army to be breached. Watch and pray. Prepare yourselves for a crescendo of chaos as you approach the end of the merciful ones being removed from the earth, for the enemy will have greater access to your world, and it shall be clearly evident. Those left behind have less empathy, and evil will increase exponentially at that time. Multiple events will happen at once, showing you this is true. At the time of the evil crescendo, my children should band together, as you will need each other more than ever before when this happens. Your enemy is planning to release new evils at that time. There will be changes in physical resources then as well. Think on these things, my children. I tell you now that you may remember then my words of warning to you of what is coming. Prepare well, for it comes soon. Events coming to the world after the calling home of the merciful ones will shock even unbelievers, my children. Some of them will even cry out to me when these things happen. Most, however, will not. I will continue allowing events and sending events to help them to see their need for me as time moves towards the end. Your world has, before now, mostly been a beautiful place, though evil has inhabited it along with what is of me. As time moves towards the end of all things, you will see far less beauty and far more evil. You will see horrors you could never have imagined. Many will be stunned into permanent silence by what they see. So great will be their terror. Much of what is beautiful to you now will be destroyed in the coming years as I withdraw first one and then another of my blessings from those who have refused to acknowledge me. Few of my children will remain in this time, though some shall, that souls may be led into my kingdom. They will be well protected, as my disciples were, until time for them to come home to me. Fear none of these things I tell you of. Only be aware and prepare your hearts. I am going to touch America's economy in such a way as to remove much of the wealth of the very rich who refuse to acknowledge me or do my will. They rely on their own provision, not mine, so they feel no need of me. I will show them their way is the wrong way. When I touch America's economy, many will wail and weep, because mammon was their god, and I will render their mammon gods powerless to help them. They will see then that their false gods can do them no good. I will bring them to their knees, and few will get to know me then, but many will not. Be prepared, my children, as when I touch that economy, it will also affect you. There will be much job loss and wailing, as those who depended on their mammon gods will weep and wail their losses. And I will do it in a way you will know it was my hand. There will be signs for all to see. It was I who touched it. When you see the economy falling, look for me in the signs, and you will see it was I who brought this upon men. As I begin to touch America's economy, violence will increase. As men become desperate, there will be much civil unrest. Begin to prepare for this, as it will rise up suddenly. And as it crescendos, men will shout blame at one another, and war will break out. I am drawing the line between my sheep and the goats who serve the enemy of your souls. I tell you these things that you may remember and believe. As war moves across your land, people will begin to change dramatically as right before your eyes. Those who walk in darkness will become more evil. Those who walk in my lights will become more like me. Intense pressure, such as this war, will cause many to search their hearts. Others, in a time of lawlessness, will allow their lust to rule them. Many will die because of this, because they will love their lives and they will be given over to their evil desires. Prepare your hearts for what is coming by renewing your mind in my holy word. For this is most beneficial. I will be with you in these times. I will walk with you every step of the way. Watch now as I reveal some of the mysteries and details you seek about what is coming. These will be found in unexpected places. It is the glory of God to conceal the mysteries of the end of time. But I will allow you to search it out and discover some of these mysteries. Study now and show yourself approved. My children, Much in the world around you is falling apart. You sense the disorder in your realm. I have told you that you are living in an age of chaos. And chaos is entering into everything. And this is true. Where once there was order, now there is only disorder. And you are unable to bring order again. I will shake all things in this time. I will shake the order out of every nation and every people, that they may look to me for what is next. I will shake apart what is to show you what is not. You long for order, for I made you that way. But true order will exist only here with me soon, and all around you will be in disarray. Be ready for the shaking. Let order rule in your spirit. Let order rule in your mind. My spirit and my word bring order. But the world has rejected my holy word and turned from my spirit, so order is being taken from the world. I have given you the sword of truth. This truth stirs the hearts of the repentant. For my word shall not return void. I am the beginning. I have chosen a few from many to speak of the end. My light shines bright on these few. Have you examined yourself? Twilight approaches. Are you ready? Let each day present you with the opportunity to draw closer to me. Do not let this time be wasted. My messengers have cleared the path. Will you follow me? Shall you choose everlasting life or utter damnation? Look inside. Can you not feel the breath of my spirit? Those who know me know my ways, and they shall not follow another. Step forward now and feel my heavenly embrace. Your salvation draws near. Look in the distance, for it wears the robe of justice. I have told you this from the beginning. Evil grows weary, for it knows its time is short. Time quickens for those who wait. Gird thy loins, for the battle reaches a climax. Call on me now, for I am with you in all that you do. And I shall fight your battle this day. My peace, this I give you. My peace shall strike down your enemies this day. Speak this message. Speak of man's inhumanity toward fellow man. Speak of the lies. Speak of the murders. Speak of the corruption. Speak to those living in deception. Speak of those who have been shown the truth and warned of sin and ignored those warnings. The unrepentant believe these messages are for others, not them, when I speak directly to them. You don't want to see or hear me or my correction. You will receive exactly what you do not want. My anger is kindled. I am moving over the nations. My wrath is with me. Eyes will see sights of such great devastation and destruction. Hearts will fail. You can't hide your abominations from me. Look at all you have done. You went against my direct commandments to Moses and continue to do so. My fury will destroy everything in its path. Do you feel the wind in your face? Speak to the multitude. Speak to the false prophets who say, peace, peace. You are putting my flock in danger with these lies. War is coming, not peace. Look about. The armies of earth are being prepared. The kings have already made their plans for war and have invented weapons that will cause massive destruction to the nations, sudden destruction. The people of the nation slumber. They are arrogant and proud, refusing to humble themselves and refusing to believe their nation will be attacked by the evil ones. Many will be betrayed. Parents will abandon their children to save themselves. Mothers will kill their own babies to spare them from the coming horrors. The elderly and sick will be slaughtered. The young adults will become slaves. You will see your nation surrounded by her enemies. Judgment comes. A bitter pill to swallow for the unrepentant and scoffers. There will be no peace or safety. Repent and return to me. For those of you who desire to be saved, please see the 8-pillar study in this channel, which will give you the basics of salvation.